Yvette Griner, Brittney Yvette Griner, the WNBA star. For what we want to know, President Future, Visible for what we want to know about her. And we want to know, will she be released from Russia's prison soon? Not in 9.5 years. Again, that's very specific, Tony, right there. And that from what's hidden and hidden behind black, and the God of the States will reveal the answers to her questions. Here we go. I would love to actually take a minute to see if I can tap into her. Not like that, by no means, but tap into her energy. And I don't know if I can go that far. I'm sure I can. All right, first two coming out for Brittney Yvette Griner in the circle.
Circle!
It says the biggest thing for Brittney Yvette Griner is that her relationship with the girl that she's with, and it shows the two girls here. It says, and what she's really dying for is to return back to love. She want to get some. It says, in the crossing of that, it says there's a man who's trying to help her and trying to mediate between the two countries. But it says it's been a battle. It's been a struggle. It says it's possible that things can work out, but there's more here than what's being said. In other words, the exchange of prisoners and the exchange, that's not the main focus here. There's something that Russia wants, and I don't think the U.S. is going to agree to that. So I'm pretty sure they would like for us to stop facilitating Ukraine with weapons and stuff. So I guarantee there's more political stuff on there than you guys think. It says there's no broken heart, though. Yeah, it's in the middle between being broken hearted for the next 9.5 years, which would put her close to 40, or no broken heart with her being released. It says there's no destruction in total. It says, but this is an unhealthy situation for her relationship, and for her future in her career. It says, so as of right now, things are hanging in the air. It says, rest assured of this, though. It says that she's starting to get depressed because it looks gloom at the moment. It says, and at the same time, it seems like there's some evil that kind of is playing into this with the decisions that have been made. It says, the opportunities to love again seem so dim. It says, and what she really wants is to be able to go back and love the person she's with. And if she could go back and change that, she wouldn't have brought the cannabis that she brought with her. It says, this is something that she hasn't mastered yet, and she doesn't know what road she's going to be able to go down, and there's no road to choose at this moment. It says her family is also bothered by this, and it says it may take a whole lot. Yeah. So they didn't plant the weed on her. The weed wasn't planted. The weed was not planted. No, she had weed on her. So she was smoking weed so that she could rest and sleep for anxiety and stuff like that. That was her thing, yeah. And that's how she slept, kind of the same excuse I had. And my cataracts, which I don't have. But yeah, I mean, realistically, no. But it's saying that it's going to take a shitload of money to possibly get her out and get her bought out of there. That on top of that and whatever else they're asking for. It says, but as of right now, things are incomplete. Things have kind of come to a halt. I think we're dealing more with now we've got two problems. We've got China and we've got Russia. And so this has become a political forum, especially right before an election. It says slowly, and we're talking slowly, the lovers, it says, so the lover may be able to fly to go visit her. I don't know what kind of financial means she has to go do that, but someone's going to help her out. It says, and then what is wrong with you guys? And then are you buzzed?
No.
And then her investments, or whatever she has, she might have to cash out so that she can return the money to do what she needs to do. As far as love, she's upside down. And it says, it's unfortunate the way things have happened. It says, but things are going to be complete at some point. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tap, and see, and give you guys an idea about when she might be coming back. So I'm going to call this, and you guys are going to have to look into it, because if it happens, y'all know who the man is. Here we go. Not yet. Not being able to be mastered. So I'm thinking possible release in 7 months if everything is facilitated. So 7 months to 7 years. But I'm saying more 7 months or in between that. So 7 months to 7 years. So she could do some time there until, because you think about it, we got 2 more years to go with politics before things change, if they change. Then on top of that, We're talking about a war that hasn't finished, that has political clout around the world. And then we have a girl who may not be able to facilitate the things they need. I mean, she would have to get, there'd have to be quite a bit of money paid for her. Plus,
is there going to be a trade?
Those are tied up still. I don't think the trade is going to be what they want. I don't think that Russia truly wants an arms dealer when they got all the arms they need right now. So I don't think they really need an arms dealer to be released at this point. They want something more. There's another prisoner that I think that we have that they really want, and the United States doesn't want to let him go, and it has to do with espionage. So that's something that is definitely, she feels like a fool now. It says, but she knows that things are going to happen eventually. It says, but as of now, there's no change. It says she truly regrets not loving herself more by taking what she took there. She says that she knows she's cut down on her opportunities because of that. It says this was a decision that she wished she wouldn't have made. So there's some regret here that has to do with that. It's turned her world upside down. It's turned her girlfriend's world upside down. There's people who are angry about this because they think it's definitely more than what it should be. Like you said, someone was let go with that. But again, you depending on the situation and who the person is, this is a great opportunity for Russia when you have a person who is a star and has impact on the world for them to be able to hold on to, because it's going to bring quite a bit. If it was just like Joe Schmo or fucking Michelle, like everyone would just leave her there. There's no way. I mean, the only one's going to go get her is DIVINO probably. And what do you mean?
I'll go get her.
With what? In your Nissan?
With you.
Happen. Okay, with me is different. It says, but yeah, it continues to keep coming back to money. So there's going to be if it's going to get paid, it's going to get paid with money as well. Of course, it's always money.
In rubles.
I don't know about rubles. It might be in yens. It says, or whatever currency they created. It says, at this point, there's no new beginning. And it says, this has become her home for right now. It says, there is one obstacle, and that obstacle is going to be that the relationship she had may turn upside down at some point. That's another thing that's going to cause a lot of stress. It says, I'm Muerto's saying, and there's me as well, is saying, but there is going to be a celebration in the end. So let's see if I can pick up another number to give you guys an idea when things are going to resume as far as talks and stuff. So in 3 months, talks will resume again to where there'll be more stuff put on the table. And at that point, they're going to see if it's feasible or not. So 3 months, so that's why I keep thinking the 7 months. It'll be 3 months before talks resume. It'll be another 2 months before things go in, and then possibly 2 months before she's released. 7 months and the time accumulated that she's been there already puts her at about 1.5 years, right? I don't know how long she's been there. She was in there since, what, April? Or
kind of like
February?
right when like
January?
the war started.
Okay, I don't know what that was.
Like
So
March.
it says, and the thing is, in the process of that, her relationship could go upside down, but there is going to be a reconciliation as far as a reunion, a meeting, and a face-to-face. So I think her girl's going to go see her there and maybe have some, I don't want to go there. It says,
They have conjugals?
I'm sure they have conjugals.
If it's just girlfriend like that,
They're married.
They're anti all that kind of.
I'm sure they would like to watch. So it says, that means you would too? Moving on. It says, but as of right now, there's no triumph. It says, and she feels really alone. I mean, she feels really alone. She's not going to kill herself, so if we hear of that, that would be really sad. But she's not going to do that. But she does feel like there's a lot of burden mounting on her as far as bills and other things she has going on. And she knows that could be something that cuts off her head down the road, or the sun won't shine, and then that could be where she loses her relationship. It says 3 things need to happen. One needs to be, the political part of it needs to go away. The other thing needs to be happy. She's got to have the money to be able to sustain herself and her marriage, and at the same time be able to get her out. And the third one is she's going to need a lot of luck here to get the fuck out of there. It says, but she is going to be returning. So, like I said, I'm going to stick with what I said. 7 months to 7 years, but I'm leaning more to the 7 months and the resumption of talks. It could be in the 6 months that we hear news of it that she's going to be released, and then in the 7th month is when she comes out. It says right now, she's breaking apart. She's starting to get weak with what's been said. But she has faith. It says she knows her family's upside down because of this, and it's not shed a good light on the family. And it also says, but there's no end to her believing that she's going to be set free. It says she doesn't want to think about the past anymore. She just needs to know that she needs to stand up on her own 2 feet, and she needs to get very spiritual really quick so that this problem can go away. Do you want to keep going? I mean, because there's a lot of redundant stuff going on. It says she's been brought to her knees. This has humbled her, so to speak. It says, and things have now become very clear on the way she needs to handle things, although it's a little late. But she is impatient, and it says, it's true what I'm saying. It says, and for there to be no hardship, there can't be any delay. So this is something they have to get back on again, even though I don't see anything happening for 3 months. And then it says, and then happiness comes. There's some karma that will be paid on the side of her spouse. And then it says, and discontent will come with that. In the end, triumph comes. She won't be angry. A lesson learned. Whether or not her career is going to make it through this, I don't know, depending on the amount of time she's in there. If she's out in 7 months, she'll go back and she'll play again. But again, that'll be the downfall or the dwindling down of her career at that point. It says, and those are things that she's going to have to deal with and block out those emotions to what she loves to do. It says not good or bad at the moment. God's upside down with her, so I don't know if she's praying to God, but she sure should. It says so that he can help defend her. And there you go. So guys, we did the reading on Brittney Griner. Honestly, I don't think that the crime deserves the punishment. I think, like Sam said, it's very political. But at the same time, man, you go into Thailand with, a gram of weed or even less than that, and they'll kill you. There's no fucking around there. So the laws are there in Russia for a reason. Whether or not they were lenient to someone else, and maybe they got paid, and who knows, and maybe it wasn't something that was so glamorized or in the limelight or in the political forum as well. And that's why this is so much more visible to everybody, I think. So there you guys go. That was my celebrity reading. You can find that on YouTube.